on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day one of prepping for my last show to get my pro card. We have 200 days to go. So this is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think we're gonna do this every day. I think we're gonna do this every single day. I'm gonna take you guys along every single day because the whole point of this is literally my last prep. I don't care if I go pro. I don't care if I don't go pro. I don't care if I win the whole show, because the whole purpose is after this, I am done. I'm done, and I just want to look sick as fuck all the time. And I'm gonna show you guys how you can do it too, because I'm just gonna take all my lessons from this prep and transfer them to you guys. But I hope that this series is also kind of fun to watch. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not like I'm an expert. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know what I'm doing. But hopefully this encourages some of you guys to document your own journey as well, because I think this is gonna be really fun and really special. I think it's gonna be a time that I look back on and I'm so grateful that I did it. Even though there's gonna be a lot of challenges, a lot of learning curves, that's okay. So, and of course, as we go along on this journey together, because it will literally be together, I will kind of get into a more of a routine. When I see what you guys like and don't like in the videos, you know, maybe I'll show you when I wake up, and then I'll show my morning routine every day, and then I'll show a little bit of work, and then I'll give some sort of a talk, and then I'll show you guys working out, and I'll show you my cardio. And it'll get more and more intense too, because as I get into actual prep, things are gonna heat up, obviously. And I'll be doing a lot more, and I'll share everything. I will literally share everything because I want you guys to be able to tailor it for your life. This is not about PEDs. I can do this. I do this for guys naturally all the time. So we're gonna suck the lessons out of a prep, transfer them to you guys, so you guys can look sick and not have to get on stage. Because to be honest, part of me kind of wishes that maybe I didn't get on stage. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. I know that I thought it was the only way. I truly thought the only way to get the physique I wanted was to be a bodybuilder. And now I'm at the end of the road here, and I'm like, that's not true. And I got to tell you guys. I got to show you guys. I got to expose the dark sides, because prep ruins lives. I've seen it ruin so many lives. You're rude to family. You're rude to friends. You lose relationships. You lose money. You lose, dude, don't, listen. If you're thinking about getting a crazy physique and you're worried about competing, don't worry about competing. So far today, not a whole lot has happened. I've just had breakfast and I've just done some work, and you guys can see kind of my concept here. Of course, you guys are going to get an insight to my entire life. So nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits. If sharing things like this is going to help even one person change their life, I will do it until I die. And that's honestly how I started out. And if some of you know my story, some of you might not. I kind of lost my way last year, and I was able to find it back this year. And honestly, the biggest thing was God, to be honest. And we'll get into all that. I'm going to share my story. We're going to get into all kinds of things. Like I said, nothing's off limits. So that's really it. I'm gonna get some more work done. Right now it's about 8:30ish in the morning. I've been up since 4:30. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, you guys already know that. So I am going to knock out some work, because I always train at 11 a.m. every day with my coach and another training partner. So I try to get as much work done in the morning as I can. Then I'm gonna go train with them, and then I have a client to train at 1:30. So the next thing you guys will probably see is I'll probably show you my workout next, a couple clips, and I'll talk about what we're doing, how many weeks out we are, and those types of things. And then we'll just go along the day. We're gonna figure it out together. Hey guys, I tried to film this voiceover many times now, and I think I got it. So hopefully this lines up, because I'm filming the audio separate. I'm gonna take you guys through today's workout. We started out with an incline press here on the Smith, just better for safety for me. And what we did was we did working sets of 8 reps. I did 1 plate per side, 2 plates per side, 3 plates per side, and ended here at the 365. That was a pretty tough set. Then we moved on to our leverage press. This is one of, by far, my favorite seated presses. It's super, super heavy, but it's also just a good old piece of equipment that just
hits the chest exactly how you want. It's not an easy machine, but it is a fun machine. I love it. And you see here we did sets of 8. Again, I did 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates per side. This one you guys know. You guys know this one right here, this standing press. You know it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen it a bunch. It is my favorite standing press. Not that I've ever used a different one, but this is definitely a really fun standing press to use. It's just different, and it just feels really good, and I love it. I know that I think Sean Clarita has one down in Texas, which is also pretty cool, in his own personal gym. Pretty sick. So here we worked up to a top set of 10, and then I did 10 at 4 plates a side, 10 at 3 plates a side, and I missed the video, but we did 10 at 2 plates a side. And then we moved on to flies, which you'll see right here. This was brutal, okay? So what we did was we basically did 50 reps. But we did 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s. We did 10, 10, 10, and 10. And that was like back to back to back. And so what we did was we all kind of just helped each other. You know, Josh or Marcus would hand me the dumbbells. I would hand them the dumbbells, because very tiring set. But you get a lot out of it just because of that. Think about the mental fortitude that you're actually building, you know, when you are working on something like this. It's not always about the weight. Think about right now how hard things are getting, and I'm still pushing through. That transfers to life. And that's why I always preach about that stuff, because the gym builds more than just muscles. It really does. So this is my second set here. And something I want to talk to you guys about while we're watching is basically your form. So when you're laying down to bench, something that I learned through bodybuilding, because I'm so immersed in this lifestyle, is that you need your scapulas to be against the pad. You need them to be locked into you. That way you can create a firm brace to press from. If not, your elbows are going to be out of position, your shoulders are going to be out of position, and that's when you got a lot of shoulder pain and different tweaks and things like that. Ever since I had learned that, I have no shoulder pain. So that's something that, you know, you guys may not have been aware of because you weren't immersed in bodybuilding, and that's okay. This is what I do every single day. That's why I want to pass it along to you. And something that you'll notice right there, what Marcus was telling me, is keep your chest tall. At the very top, you see how it was caving? You got to keep it tall. And that's, I mean, it's really, really difficult. And you'll see when you try to do stuff like that, how much harder the movement is. But you also see what a good training partner Marcus is, because he's letting me basically struggle through it, but he's there for safety. So he's not going to spot me and just do all the reps, but he understands my limits and he knows that I can keep going. He's just there to keep me basically in bounds, keep me safe. Because that is it. The whole point is to struggle and to work. And not just do it for your partner. You know what I mean? Because like here, I think these are the 60s or the 50s. And it's like, you know, very slow, but I'm just grinding them out. You just don't stop. You just don't stop. All right. Then we moved on to some triceps. We did hit some rope pushdowns and we hit some overheads. Unfortunately, I forgot to film those. But here you'll see us doing skull crushers. Now, you might have a problem with this angle. I'll explain to you. My elbows absolutely destroy me when I come straight at my face. So if I just slide my elbows back and essentially just not change the angle, but just change the starting position, my elbows do not take the beating and I'm actually able to get a lot out of it. So if you're someone with elbow issues, that's something I learned you guys can definitely apply. Because the important part is to do the movement. And then we finished off with these dips here. We supersetted those last 3 sets of 15 on each. I'm sorry, 3 sets of 12 on each. Here, it's really difficult. You can see me struggling with it, but you try to keep your chest tall and lean back into it. Use those triceps as best you can.
All right. I hate when I have the ring. Dude, this is so crazily annoying. I hate that. I hate it. All right, now it's time for a little wisdom drop, boys. It's not really wisdom. I'm just trying to pass some info on so that you guys don't gotta waste your time. Something I just dropped on my Instagram story, I was just talking about overwhelm, right? Because a lot of times all of us get overwhelmed. And I think a lot of times you guys or people might see someone like me who's super disciplined and seems to have it all together. And you might think that like overwhelm is not a thing. Well, let me tell you something. That's a lie. Overwhelm is very much a thing. And successful people feel it too, because I've talked to them. But seriously, for real. When you think about overwhelm, it's basically like when I sign up for anything, when I first started this program, like for myself, right? And I hired a coach, or when I did real estate and I hired a coach, right? This guy, okay, let me tell you a story. This guy, my real estate coach, he had me cold calling. He wanted me on the phone 12 hours a day, essentially. He wanted me to get 100 contacts a day. If you guys don't know what that is, that means I go, hey, this is Mike with so-and-so. I see you got a house on 123 May Street. Whatever, you say the line. And we have to have a conversation. That's a contact. If they hang up, not a contact. They tell me to fuck myself, not a contact. That we gotta have a conversation. That's a contact. I had to get 100 a day. I had this dialer. It was insane. It would dial 3 phone numbers at once. This is how the spam guys do it. 3 phone numbers at once. Whoever picked up first got me. And it was at Scummy. I don't know, man. I was trying to make a buck. I was doing it to the highest level. And the thing is, in my first 8 months of real estate, I made $26,000 in 1 month. That's when I sold 6 houses because of my cold calling. I would call and call. Because the thing is, I wasn't smarter than people. I wasn't better than people. I didn't even know what I was doing, right? I just got my license, literally. But I just knew that I can outwork people. Now, was I overwhelmed? Yeah, I went from making literally no phone calls a day to 2,000 a day. I'm talking about I was eating on the phone, I was drinking, I was peeing on the phone, I was taking poops on the phone. Dude, it was obsessive. It was crazy, but I just knew if I didn't get a check, I was gonna go broke. Like I literally was gonna go broke. I was paying this guy $2,000 a month. And for those of you that don't know, I owned a gym locally here in Oklahoma. I was still paying $1,000 a month for the gym that I bought a year ago. And then I was still paying $2,000 to this guy. So I was $3,000 in debt and I had no income, boys. None. Talk about stressed out. But my point is, was I overwhelmed? Yeah. Was I always hitting 100? No. Unfortunately, there were some nights I beat the crap out of the phone and I would come home and be like, dude, I'm drained. I gave it my all. But the thing is, you have to know that you actually gave it your all. If you did, it's okay. That's failing forward, right? We're not always going to get it right. And you can relate this to bodybuilding too, or if you just want to look sick and not bodybuild, because I don't really promote bodybuilding anymore. And for those of you that know, like I posted that today, it's the 26th. Some people were surprised. I do have a good physique. Like I'm not trying to get a big head, but like seriously, if you guys know genetics, I have very good genetics and I will do very, very well. But the thing is, like the end road, like I've always wanted to be a millionaire, but I also want to help people in fitness. And now I have a way to do both. And with bodybuilding, it just didn't have that, right? But coming back to overwhelm, like guys, I was super overwhelmed. Making 2,000 phone calls a day. People were telling me to eat shit. I had people try to fight me, try to find out where I live. Like seriously, and I get it. But the thing is, I was hungry. And how else do you make money? Like you could go leads. You could just sit around and wait for leads. Stupid. So of course I was overwhelmed, but look at that. Look at the power of just pushing through. I made 25 grand in 1 month, 8 months after I started, 6 houses. Do you guys know that like the amount of real estate agents that sell 6 houses in a year that do it full time are like, barely any of them can even do that? It's crazy. It is crazy. So that's kind of the power. And the way you use it is, I just woke up and just got after it every single day. And I just said to myself, I'm going to have what you would call aggressive patience. I'm going to be as aggressive as I can with this plan, as aggressive as I can. I'm going to get up and I'm going to call. I'm going to make it happen, right? But at the end of the night, when I've done that, you need to be able to sit down and say, it's okay. We're going to get after it again tomorrow, no matter what. Whether you book, dude, the amount of times
I made 2,000 phone calls a day for an entire week and didn't set an appointment so many times. I cried so many times in my bedroom with my ex-girlfriend because it was just like, it was such a hard emotional, and then I had a broker that, dude, like, you're not going to play the victim, but he was just like, dude, like, I literally would make 100 contacts a day, and he'd be like, why don't you have an appointment? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. But instead of, like, bringing up your top performer or someone that wants it really bad, he shit on me. And that's okay, because I'm a hard motherfucker, so I didn't care. I honestly just started not even listening to him at all. I would just do the opposite of what he said, because I was an independent contractor anyways. And I think I took pride in it because he hated cold calling. And when I would sell more than his people with leads, I'd be like, my man, what's up? And that's how you win, baby. That's seriously. You ever want to bury someone? You want to make someone feel bad? Don't get even with them. Don't get back at them. Don't slash their tires. Don't talk bad about. Don't even talk about them. Don't even talk about them. Just go do your thing. Win so hard. Win so hard that it just tears them up and you don't even got to say anything. Don't think about them. Don't give them your energy. Don't do that. Don't let them have any control over you. Whatever they say, whoop, whoop, in one, out the other. You can't let negative people, they're going to be everywhere. You can't let them bring you down. You can't let them act like you're stupid. And that's a big thing too. When you feel overwhelmed because you're doing something new, because you're going 110%, everyone around you is going to go, oh, you should slow down. And you know what? That's when you need to speed the fuck up. I'm not kidding. Speed up. When someone says slow down, look at their life. If they live how you want to live, slow down. But I bet they don't. I bet they don't. I've never had a single person that lives a life I want to have tell me to slow down. Not a single time. Not a single time. Not a single time. So I just want to share that with you guys because, like, seriously, it happens to everybody. The thing is, people that are winners, people that are successful, like you watching this, like me, we just keep going. We just keep going. We go when we're scared. We go when we're afraid. We go when we're overwhelmed. We go into the unknown because comfort gets you absolutely nothing. Look around you. Everyone with a 9-to-5 that's comfortable, everyone that doesn't take care of their health that's comfortable, they don't live a desirable life. I don't know about you guys. I don't want to waste my life. We can do whatever we want. If you want to make $1 million a month, claim that shit. Go do it. Go do it. Like, it's just like guys, I know 20-year-olds that are making 80K, 100K a month because of the tools that we have these days. And I'm not telling you to do that. If that's not your thing, don't do that. Seriously. If it's not your thing, but I'm just saying, if you have that desire deep down like I did, like I want to make my family proud. I want to be the first entrepreneur to kill it. I do. My family, I love them. Extended family, whatever. Love them. They don't know what it's like to actually make crazy money. And I think it's my duty to show them what it looks like. And that's real. And I don't even think I've ever told any of them that. But, like, seriously, I want to make 100K a month just to tell them, hey, you saw me grow up. You could do it too. Let me help you. And it's all touchy-feely stuff. Like, will I really care when I make 100K a month? Like, no, I'm not going to brag. But I just want my cousins to know you don't have to get sucked into a life you don't want. And that's with everything. That's with fitness, too. That's having the body of your dreams. Like, guys, please, just don't live your life and for somebody else. Make sure it's for you, because that's all you're going to care about. If you guys are looking for a book to read, I just thought about it. I'm going to have to look it up because I'm going to try to think. It's about the last wishes of dying people. Search that. It's good. It'll come up. It's a book about this lady. She interviews a bunch of people that are about to die and asks them what they regret. And all of them regret the things that I'm saying. They don't regret. Like, here's the thing. When you watched the Super Bowl last year, when you watched, let's just say yesterday, you were probably on Instagram for 3-4 hours. Name me one reel you watched, or one story, or tell me about that time at the concert. Every little detail. Do you remember? Do you remember the time you skipped to do something you should have to watch a basketball game that literally didn't matter? Like, these are the things you just need to pay attention to. And again, if you're not someone that wants these things, that's okay too. I want you to do whatever you want to do. That's what I want. I just don't want you to be thinking, man, I want to make $1 million a month, but like that's kind of ridiculous to say, and I'm not rich right now, and I work at McDonald's. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, all those excuses you're using to keep you from not making $1 million are costing you $1 million every single month. Because here's the thing, every single situation that you're thinking of on the other side of this camera right now of why you can't let that release into the world, that thought, right? There is an example out there for you. There is someone that has done it, right? There is, 110%. There's someone that's gone through the struggles that you're going through, and probably harder, probably a lot more. So we need to just man up, and we need to just, listen, everybody around us right now is soft. Anything that's hard, anything that's difficult, anything that requires effort, people go away from it. Don't go away from it. Don't be that person. Listen, if you want to work the 9 to 5, do the retirement, chill, eat your bonbons, and then travel when it's too late, do that. It's okay. Seriously. And I know that sounds kind of condescending, but I'm serious. Like, let me tone it back a bit. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I just am saying this point because I'm so passionate about it, because I see people living lives for other people all the time. There's a voice in your head right now of some friend that talks shit or some family member that talks shit, and they're the reason you're not going to be successful. They're the reason you're not going to get the body you want. Really? So in 10 years, you're going to say, well, I never had my dream physique because, you know, Uncle fucking Steve said this and that, and I couldn't do it. Well, fuck Uncle Steve. Fuck him. Go do it, because you can. Show him. Bury him with irrelevance. Be so successful at getting in shape that he feels inferior. But don't say anything about it. Then be the bigger person and just hang out. It'll piss him off inside and out. For you to get your physique, showing up at a dinner party with family, and he's like, he has to eat his words, and you don't got to say nothing. You just show it. Come on now. That's winning. That is winning. And I'll say it. I love this saying. Andy Frisilla, shout out. I love it. Personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion. Andy says it all the time. It's 110% true. Like, it just is. I mean, think about it. You being better is the best thing to rebel against others. Think about that. Everybody that doesn't want to see me make money, when I make money, guess what? They're going to eat their hearts out. And I don't have to say anything about it. I don't got to know about it. I don't got to care about it. And neither do you. And I just wanted to drop that for you guys, because that is something I learned through all of the different like, guys, I've paid, not hundreds, but I've paid $20,000 for a gym. I've paid $24,000 for real estate coaching. I've paid $10,000 for content coaching, essentially, kind of scaling and coaching. We've paid $55,000 for a gym growing scaling company. Like, I am not afraid to invest in myself, and you shouldn't be either, because some of those times I won and some of those times I lost, but I always learned, and that's how I can share these with you guys. Because that's life, man. I didn't go to college, so I'm paying my tuition in real shit, in business, and learning lessons that are going to set me free, right? But I also get to pass those on to you guys for free, because why not? I'm not a gatekeeper. In 200 years, you're going to die, I'm going to die, we're not going to remember. We may never even meet. You may never even interact with me, right? You may just take free content and go, and that's fine. That's fine. All right? I'm sorry. I'm a little passionate. I'm a little bit passionate, but I'm on it, baby. I'm excited. So that's kind of like, I want to do a talk like this with you guys every single day. Every single day. I want you to know that I'm going to show up and give you something, right? Because yeah, workouts are cool. Yeah, my morning routine is cool. Yes, they will help. They will. Yes, I'm going to teach you how to train intense. Yes, but this is where it starts. This is what people don't coach. This is what people miss. People don't have systems. People don't have
They don't have methods, right? And I'm going to teach you guys all about 5 steps to no prep when it's time, right? It's not time yet. But when it is time, I will be breaking down 5 steps to no prep. You'll know exactly what that means, all the steps. It's going to be, I'm so excited. Like this year is so exciting. And the reason it's exciting is because I got my stuff together and you guys can too. It literally started with my morning routine. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's on the channel. But seriously, like I literally started with that. 2 months ago, I couldn't get up at 4:30. I was depressed. I was sad. I was going through a breakup. Dude, we were together 6 years. We lived together for 2 years. Like a lot of people would be married for 3 or 4 years in that relationship. And I just need to share that with you guys because, like I said, if one person on the other side of this phone, yeah, I'm recording on my phone, takes something from this, I will be so happy because I know, those of you that don't know, a long time ago, I met a guy in the gym. His name was Zach, huge guy, right? And Zach took me under his wing and taught me everything he knew. And it literally changed the entire course of my life. Entire course of my life. Seriously. If I didn't meet Zach, I would not be who I am. And so that makes me excited. That's why I get up every day, because I have the chance to be Zach for just one person. Just one person. If I can just do that and save somebody from a miserable life and make their life amazing, man, I show up for that every single day. So that is going to end today's first vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you're as excited as I am. If there's any kind of topics, stressors, topics, things you think about, you guys want to talk about, leave them in the comments. I know a lot of people don't do that, and that's okay, because I got tons of stuff. I'm the coach, so I'm going to provide the value. You don't need to help. But if there's something seriously stressing you out or on your mind, or how would Mike deal with it, drop it in the comments. I'm going to be a lot more active on YouTube and social media. I apologize if you commented on the last few videos and I didn't get back to you. It's just like I said, it's just been a little hectic. I got a lot of new people signing up. I got a lot of new plans I got to make. I got a lot of moving parts. The schedule's moving. I'm filming a lot of videos and content, and it's for you guys. It's for you guys. Because I wouldn't do this without it. Trust me. You think I want to get up at 4:30 and put a phone in my face? But I'll do it for you guys every single time. So if you're not already, please subscribe. I want to grow this. I want to help people. If you have anything, drop it below. Other than that, man, you guys have a great day. And guess what? We're going to see you tomorrow for day 2.